Hello. The Northern Ireland Housing Executive is extremely proud of the work of the Supporting People programme, which I can't quite believe it has been in place since 2003. So we are celebrating its 20th anniversary, and quite rightly so we should. It's hugely important to the life and the communities of everyone across Northern Ireland because the programme itself is fundamentally about housing support services, providing people, households, communities with the support they need to remain in their home, to remain in their communities and to live active, thriving lives irrespective of their circumstances or their backgrounds. What's really unique about Supporting People is it requires partnership across a range of organisations. So the Housing Executive is a critical partner, but most importantly, we work alongside voluntary and community sector partners and other statutory agencies and departments. So I'm hugely thankful to the work of our voluntary and community sector partners, our teams within the Housing Executive working on Supporting People, and the Department for Communities and all of their colleagues and partners, because Supporting People Fund is an integrated and a systemically integrated approach, but fundamentally it's about people, it's about the customers that we serve. For that reason, it's important that we celebrate 20 years of the Supporting People programme, and we celebrate the fact that the fund exists, that it continues to exist, and that it continues to meet demand and it continues to meet need. What's also really important is that it works seamlessly alongside other programmes, and fundamentally it's about providing solutions into communities but on behalf of the public sector and the public service. Research by NICFA recently found that for every £1 spent by the Supporting People Fund on its services, it saves the public purse an additional £1.93. That's hugely important, and it's never been more important that we look at capturing not just what we invest, but where we can save as well, so that there are health outcomes, there are educational outcomes, there are regeneration outcomes as a result of supporting people. It is quite simply a programme we cannot do without, and the delivery of that programme, the jobs that are sustained as a result, and the lives that are improved is what it's all about. So along with my colleagues in the Housing Executive, we're so pleased to be working alongside so many other organisations to celebrate Supporting People Fund, the programme and the people that it serves. It's an important moment in which to do that. I know we have significant and ongoing challenges ahead of us as a community and as a society, and I think with the Supporting People programme it puts us in a much, much stronger place to tackle those challenges and ultimately for our communities to thrive.
My name's Elma Newbury, Interim Director of Regional Services, responsible for the oversight of the Supporting People programme. Delighted to have the opportunity today to celebrate the 20-year anniversary of the programme, and also to have an opportunity to thank the team and our partners for the excellent job that we have been doing over this last number of years. The Supporting People programme over the last 20 years has actually invested 1.2 billion into our communities, which is a substantial investment, but actually the impact that has had and the quality of life that people now have because of this investment has been outstanding, and we just think it's important that we take a breath and we actually celebrate the good outcomes that this has achieved. So it has a large remit, a huge ambition, and there are a number of themes that we actually work within the programme itself. That is looking at older people, younger people, homelessness, and people with disabilities. So they're the thematic groups that we work under. We provide the programme, administer the programme for the Department of Communities, who provide us with the budget, which we're very grateful for. We have a robust governance system around that where we engage. The critical thing for us is engaging with our partners. The programme itself is so important because it transcends across a range of areas, and 19,000 people have actually benefited from the programme, but we fund both short-term and long-term initiatives. Relationship building is key to the success of this, and I would have to say the expertise of the team itself, working not only at building those relationships, but also the governance that they provide of the substantial amount of public money that we invest. And through that we have structures put in place where partners can engage and where there is the robust accountability for any investment that we make into particular programmes.
Hi, my name's Gareth Ferguson. I'm one of the performance managers within the Supporting People team, and I work within the Homelessness and Young People team. So all of the teams work to assist providers in the provision of quality and high-level housing-related support services. We meet with our providers through our contract management meetings. We organise and carry out our QMT, our quality monitoring, in order to ensure that we are consistently providing a high level of service alongside our providers, and also that we're working within the terms of the funding agreement and the monies that we pay. The teams work with providers and organise all of our meetings throughout the year, and we view those as an opportunity to meet with our providers on a semi-formal basis throughout the year. But in addition, I think all of our providers know that we provide an excellent service to them, and that we're available at any time for them in order to work out any issues that may have arisen, in order to develop any proposals that may be there as part of what we do on a day-to-day basically. So what we do within the teams is not only do we have our contract management rolling agenda, but we also deal with strategic issues, and we also deal with the relevance of the strategies that come out corporately.
So I'm Aidan Byrne. I'm the manager of East Belfast Mission's Homeless Service, Hosford. So East Belfast Mission has two Supporting People funded services. Firstly, we have a hostel, 26 unit, based in the Skenos Centre here on the Lower Newtonards Road. The building is 12 years old. It was redeveloped 12 years ago, and it's a really high standard of temporary accommodation for people experiencing homelessness. We have a mixture of ensuite rooms and 35 metre squared apartments. The hostel is located in the heart of the community, so we have a lot of frontline services right on the doorstep for residents. The hostel is principally about safety and shelter, but we also provide support. So everyone who moves into the hostel will have a support worker who will help them find a home, but also to deal with all of the issues that led to them becoming homeless in the first place. We want to make sure that when people do find their own home, they have the knowledge, the skills and the resources to keep that home for the long term. We also provide a floating support service, and this is all about homeless prevention. We work with people who are at risk of homelessness. They have a tendency, but they're struggling and they could become homeless. Again, it's one-on-one work, supporting people to deal with the issues that could lead to homelessness and helping them avoid becoming homeless in the first place. We work with 60 people each week, and over 95% of those people maintain their independence. Alongside our Supporting People funded projects, which is the main aspect of our work, we also provide employability services, counselling services, a community garden, English language classes for refugees, health and wellbeing programs, and we're starting a new exciting project which will deliver private rental, social enterprise housing to people experiencing homelessness, providing a new route out of homelessness and into the community. All of these services work together with Supporting People funded services at the core, and over the past 20 years we have helped thousands of people break out of homelessness, maintain their independence and to have a better life.
I'm Diane Mitchell. I've had support about 10 or 11 years through the service. Well, once I left my ex-husband, I was staying with my brother and a support worker. I used to go to a garden group down here, and that's how I found out. Well, I had some support there as well, you know, once I went into the hostel, and support workers and people, and it was good. You had your wee room downstairs, your wee bathroom and your wee bed. Then when you moved up the stairs, you had, it's like a wee flat. I had to get counselling and everything as well. I got through the Skenos Centre. I had somewhere to stay. I had a room. I wasn't on the streets or anything like that, you know. I had somewhere to go. Oh, help me with my benefits, get me all done, stuff all sorted for myself. I love it there now. See where I am. It's a ground floor flat. There's only one flat up and down. Have my own back garden and all. Oh, I love it. I am a volunteer in the Refresh Cafe twice a week. I go to a wee garden group here, and there's an wee group on a Tuesday called Health and Wellbeing Group. I think only for hospital and the Skenas, I don't think I would be here today.
So my name's Andrea Harrison. I'm the scheme coordinator in Donard Fold. I have worked for Radius Housing for nearly 15 years now, and I basically spend my time managing the scheme, organising repairs, organising events for the tenants, and just generally supporting them by going through support plans and reviewing those on a 6-monthly basis, and just running the scheme day to day. In Donard's scheme now we have 24 apartments, so they would be varied. So we would have some that are 2-bedroom, not so many of those, but we also have 1-bedroom, 2-people apartments, and then single apartments. So we have a mixture of couples and single people here, and the youngest person would be 58 and the oldest person would be 99. So when somebody first comes into this type of living, we would carry out a support plan with them. So we would go through different aspects of their life in that support plan and ask them questions, and depending on the answers will depend on the intensity of the support that we put in. We would have some people here who have very little support, that just want to be able to come and retire and have a quiet life and really don't even want to get involved in a lot of things. But then we've others that just get involved in everything. So we would have lunch clubs, coffee mornings, trips out, just different events that are happening. But we get involved with the community as well and with other sheltered schemes in the area. I think independent living is one of the best ways of living. I think if more people knew about it, they would definitely avail of it or look into it at least. I don't know of anyone that has actually come back to me once they've moved in and said that it was a mistake. They just really enjoy it. I think one of the big things is the security. They don't have to be worried maybe about living in a home by themselves maybe anymore, and they've got that wee bit more support. Either through ourselves as scheme coordinators during working hours, or by our Connect 24 service, who are at the end of a pull cord at weekends and in the evening times. Just having, I suppose, the maintenance side of things looked after for you as well. You know, if you get a leaky radiator or something, then we just get that reported through and then that's fixed for them. If you were out in the community and maybe more senior, just being able to make contact with plumbers and electricians and things can be quite daunting for people as they get older. Basically, this wouldn't exist without the support of supporting people. And for all the length of time that Donard's scheme has been here, we have availed of all the support that they give us. It's basically how we get our grant funding. Basically all that happens, everything that goes on, wouldn't be able to go on unless we had supporting people on board. It just wouldn't exist.
My name is Eva Johnson. I have been living in Donard Fold for 4 years approximately, and I'm very happy here. I previously was in a house with a large garden, and I wasn't really, after my husband died, I wasn't fit to upkeep it. Having visited people in this fold and in the bottom fold, having seen their way of living, and I thought that it was very relaxing. So I moved to here, something that I have never regretted. We have a coffee morning and each week, and a dinner each week, which is second to none. Sometimes we have outings running out, you know, to some shops, which we all enjoy, and any other things that she can think of, if she can get enough to go, we're away. Well, my apartment is very nice, and it's for a single person. There's a sitting room, a kitchen, a bedroom and a toilet. living for me in Donard Fold has made a wonderful difference to my life. I have less worries, less things to think about, and the entertainment here is certainly excellent.
My name is Peggy Foulhaber. I'm the Registered Manager with Campbell Community Clannabogan. Campbell Clannabogan is an intentional community that is situated in County Tyrone and is home to about 80 people of different ages and backgrounds. The community was founded in 1984 and has been part of the Supporting People scheme for the past 20 years. Staff and their families live on site alongside service users and international volunteers. An individualized, holistic approach enables individuals to feel safe and valued, to learn, grow and develop and reach their personal aspirations and objectives, for example, occupational fulfillment and citizenship. This is achieved in close collaboration with service commissioners, such as Supporting People and local health and social care trust teams and other voluntary organisations. Sustainability is at the heart of the community, and individuals are involved in the organic farm and garden, cookery and bakery. Therapeutic activities include weaving, woodwork and ceramics, working with animals and the outdoors. Individuals are taking part in local and national events and activities of their choice. For example, they are part of Aspire or the Now programme promoting employability. They avail of local leisure facilities and classes. Campbell Community Clannabogan recognises the spiritual uniqueness and the intrinsic value of each human being, and individuals are supported to lead independent lives throughout the different stages of their life.
I'm Kate Stevens and I lived in Clannabogan for 20 years, and I come from Carrickfergus, and I have my own house. I've been planning and decorating the house of the different colour themes of the rooms. That's great to have my own space in my own house, to have friends in that they could sleep over. It makes me free to do my own things that I want to do, like going to Special Olympics and feel more immature. I have my own pet and staff help me to look after him. Staff in Camp Hill support me with my money and holidays and going on outings.
My name is Richard Doherty. I'm the project manager here in Tafalda Rise in Macrofeld. Tafalda Rise has been open for 6.5 years and we have 13 apartments, of which is split over 3 buildings. We have a low support step down section up at the front of the venue, and we have 9 units down at the back. So the young people can stay here for up to 2 years, and they are supported 24/7 by staff. Staff will be supporting young people to get them up and ready to go out to work or training, encouraging them to build up a routine. That could be linking in with local providers for education, supporting them to go to jobs and benefits appointments, as well as preparing them for work. Could be writing CVs or filling in job applications. As well as this, the staff are supporting the young people to prepare meals, to learn how to cook, learn how to manage, to learn how to run their own apartment. This is a big responsibility for young people, and the staff are there to support them, to help them over those first hurdles, those how-tos. And within Tafalda, we've created our own how-to guides for the young people, again to support the young people, to help build their confidence so that they can try things themselves but have the backup of staff. For the young people, what we're trying to do is trying to make the young people more independent and prepare them for moving out into the community and having their own tenancies within the community. So what we try to do is try to link them in within the local community. That could be linking in with local education, training and employment agencies. It could also be linking in with the like of Hope Macrofeld, which is based here in Macrofeld, which provide volunteer opportunities for young people, as well as opportunities to receive some extra donations of food. We're very fortunate here in Macrofelt, Belfast Central Mission provide floating support in the local area. So again, staff know the young people and can build a relationship, which makes that transition out into the community a lot less daunting for the young people and very seamless for the young people. We are very fortunate here in Tafelda Rise to have the support of Supporting People with the financial contribution that they make to the project. That gives us the opportunities to support the young people with the staff and structure that has been put in place. The Supporting People lead officer is really supportive and works with us in partnership, as well as in partnership with our other agencies that are involved here in Tafelda Rise. That includes Choice Housing and the Northern Trust. So collectively we work really well together, and we really appreciate the support of Supporting People in funding this project.
My name is Davis Pavlidis, and I live here in Tafelda. My story is I was in foster care for about 11 or so years, and only recently I moved here because I believe my services here will be very beneficial to me, and like I just need a little bit more sort of support. It comes to a little bit more independence, even though I'm somewhat independent to a certain extent. I believe the services will improve my living capabilities whenever I leave here very soon. The services here are very, very good. I can staff are here 24/7 if I need. If I need them, like if it's as simple as going shopping runs, or as serious as trying to fill out forms for different things like passports, driving lessons, or even jobs. The facilities here are excellent. And at the minute I'm volunteering here in Macrofelt, trying to slowly going out there so I can work hopefully in the very, very foreseeable future. For me it'd be very beneficial to improve my mental health. Currently it's not in a great place, but I'm trying to improve just having a proper routine, going out more sort of exercise wise, like eating healthier, and eventually I hope to remain in Macrofelt after my time here is up, which is next January. So I believe my time here will be short, but hopefully spent very effectively. Floating support is there, if I need help with anything. It's very similar here. If I need something done, I can just call one of them up and just say, oh, I need help with this, and most of the time they're just more happy enough, coming around, checking the what's up, and for me it's very useful because it's just another person. I know the help is there if I need it. Like overall, the service is giving me more sort of opportunities. There's more sort of, the help is there. They sort of people that they'll make me feel like I'm in the driving seat. That ones would be like the passenger side.
Supporting People is a very special kind of programme. It brings together a range of services to help people to live as independently as possible and to enhance their quality of life. We've seen over the last 2 decades its effectiveness and the positive impact it's had on individuals, families and communities. For me, this is collaboration in action. It involves our teams in housing along with those in health and social care and justice, working together and working closely with our many delivery partners. I've seen at first hand the effectiveness of our shared commitment to driving positive change, and it is making a real difference. I'm immensely proud of the work of all of those who are involved to support around 19,000 people to live as independently as possible. And I want to take a moment to pay tribute to their commitment to the well-being and safety of people during the challenging times of the pandemic. Our teams went above and beyond, working tirelessly and selflessly, and they continue to strive for the best service possible. An example of this is the award-winning Woodstock Bank in East Belfast. The post-COVID partnership between health and housing has been really effective. The specialist unit helps those who are ready to begin their journey to live in the community in a supported way. Another excellent example is Catherine House, which supports women experiencing homelessness with a range of therapeutic services which are designed to create new pathways to independent living in the community. Innovation, creativity and focus on solutions that meet the needs of those we serve. These are at the very heart of supporting people. I want to pay tribute to all those who are involved in the programme and to say thank you for all that you've done and all that you've achieved.